All right. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Childish back at it again. Sunday Funday, you all know what it is. Just making a video about anything and everything that I can. This week we're going to do a little bit of Guild Wars, but before we get into that, I want to go ahead and just do a quick shout out to all the three guilds, just to kind of give you guys an update on the EpicFail community. So the EpicFail community is comprised of three guilds, totaling just over 55 members, and this is one of our first guilds, EpicFail Beta. So shout out to everybody over there. The Beta community is a farming guild that intentionally sets up their defense weak so that they can get themselves the best opportunity to farm points offensively and get the opportunities to raise their guild flags, get their ifrits, get the things necessary to improve their game and move up in the ranks. So shout out to everybody on the EpicFail Beta crew. Next up, we got I can't spell. We got our EpicFail Omega. Now, funny enough, the guild run by Beta is Tabith, and then her husband, Cyrus, runs the Omega Guild with Summonus, who is the wife of Alpau, who runs the Alpha Guild with Lunix. So it's like a interesting group of people all together. So we got ourselves 15 members in Omega. A big shout out to them. Even though we have particular ranks of people, right? We originally started as just the EpicFail community, and then it was EpicFail Alpha and Beta. In my eyes, Omega is the Alpha, if that makes sense. So Omega is our guild in between Alpha and Beta. So their goal, they're kind of done with the farming aspect, and their goal is to basically move into the Alpha ranks and get into the competitive guild. But they are currently doing their raids, but testing their offenses, testing their defenses, and pushing as hard as they can push. So we have to give the respect, I think, to this guild as far as one of our bravest guild, the guild that defines us, because as you guys know, I always state epic failure. Failure is not falling down. Failure is falling down, refusing to get up. And these guys constantly, push themselves to the limit. And regardless if they get a couple losses, at the end of the day, they understand that their goal is to improve their game offensively as well as defensively. And the only way to do that, like they say, in order to, be the best, you got to beat the best. So they push themselves, trying to fight the hardest people that's available, and they do well. Again, we ended up Omega in Guardian 1 rank, and these are people that are technically just like I said, they're technically pushing offensively as hard as they can. So big shout out to them. Yeah, buddy. All right, so Guardian 1 rank, I like it. So then we got the EpicFail Alpha group. And this is our people, okay? So this is the people that have gotten have done well offensively as well as defensively. They have secured their been able to set up a good team defensively in order to secure a lot of defensive wins. In addition, they have set up their they understand their teams well enough offensively to make the right choices and make sure that when push comes to shove, we get that win at the end of the day. So big shout out to everybody here. I did want to give a quick note that we have we've always been a Guardian 2 guild. Every so often hitting Guardian 3, we've hit it about 2 or 3 times since the combination of the 10v10 and 20v20 guilds. And I'm extremely proud to say that we, for the first time, says rank 12 down below, but we hit rank number 11. And so, big shout out to you guys. Again, we've been, at this for a very long time, trying to improve our game. And now we're, starting to make a push into that, top 50, top 30, top 20. range, and it feels real good. You guys work really hard. We all work really hard, and to be able to get there and do well and be recognized for our efforts, it feels really good. So big shout out to all you guys. Thank you for all your support. Again, for those that are interested in joining any one of the 3 guilds, they're going to shoot me an email at childish402@gmail.com. Epic, and with the title of the guild that they're considering. Basically, when I first started this guild, I was the one that led the guild, in addition to Razdas, who was our co-leader. We brought on board, and now it's broken up into 3 different guilds, each of which have 2 guild leaders, and now I just do the recruitment. So I'm the one that checks all the units, the runes, making sure that we can find the appropriate guild for you and hopefully find a good home for you. So looking forward to checking in and seeing how your setup is and what your goals are. At the end of the day, as much as we want to get everybody in the competitive guild, we have to grab people accordingly, and then make the adjustments as we see fit. So if you have any questions, again, go ahead and shoot me an email, childish402@gmail.com. Generally speaking, though, I want to say so to kind of give you an idea of the 3 guilds, where they're at as far as members, progression, and whatnot. I would say beta, the members in there generally have anywhere from 5 to 10 6 stars. A good handful of 5 stars, but rune-wise, they're still working on improving all of their units, and basically, like I said, they're doing what they have to do, farming-wise, so that they can get their swords in, improve and get their guild points, but then go back to focusing on farming their runes, because at the end of the day, they understand that the runes make the units, not the units make the runes. So a lot of their extra energy is basically farming. We're not farming guild points, we're farming runes. We're all farming runes. So but that being said, we don't hold them with any less requirements. They still communicate within all 3 guilds. They still have to get their swords in, still have to interact and try to help each other out to be the best we can be. So they generally raid at 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And those are the raids that when they start, but obviously as long as you can get the swords in, that's what matters. So again, it's Tabith and Dubbies, but Tabith is the main leader there in the EpicFail beta community. So shout out again to you guys. EpicFail Omega is comprised of about 15 members again, and they are, we have ourselves Cyrus and Summoners. They actually raid a little bit earlier. They start their raids at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, just because of the scheduling of both of the leaders. They're both, we all got obligations, right? One of which Cyrus and Tabitha actually have. They have a family of 3 kids, and then of course, Alpha and Summer married. They got their own family, so working around everybody's schedule to make everything work is good. Let's see. Generally speaking, our Omega members have anywhere from 10 to 15 to 20 6 stars. But I would say anywhere from 6 to 12, maybe anywhere from a half, anywhere from a third to a half of those units are relatively well runed. So they're at that point where they got a couple of really strong offensive compositions, but if we lose one unit or whatnot, they have to make it do what it do and make some adjustments. So they're currently doing the farming that they need to do and progressing their guilds, their teams offensively and whatnot, but they're still continuously farming runes in an effort to improve and have themselves second teams, third teams, and whatnot, so that if they happen to lose a unit or 2 offensively, they can still progress and they can still improve at the end of the week. As no matter how hard we set up our teams, we always have to adjust for the surprises that come along, and we have to have a backup plan. To say that one team is going to carry you from the beginning of the week to the end of the week is kind of crazy, right? Things happen on the fly. We got to be able to make those adjustments. So doing what they have to do on the side to get those runes and make those teams is what they do. That's Omega. So again, they're always looking to push as hard as they can, and eventually gaining the successful defensive win rate as well as offensive win rate, getting them strong enough so that they can move up to the alpha and do what they got to do. All right. Alpha is, as far as the times go with them, they have, I want to say, it's generally, again, in between that 5 to 6 a.m. and 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time starting point. Again, it just depends on the schedule of the two guild leaders. They both share the responsibilities of starting the raids. For Alpha, I did it again, fail. For Alpha, we run the same standards as Omega and Beta. We communicate all day long throughout the guild. We theorycraft all day long with regards to whatever we're talking about, PvP, PvE. In addition, we have generally the majority of the people have anywhere from 15 to 25 or more 6 stars. I would say the people that have the 20 to 25 6 stars or more, generally a good 2/3 to 3/4 of them are relatively well-runed units, meaning they have their perfect rune set on them. They have their main runes maxed out plus 15, and they're doing really, really well. No big changes. They're at the point where now they're just waiting for that one random rune out of a month to drop and improve their their unit. But they're working on other units, other compositions, so that they can get the job done. But they generally have their 2 teams comprised of 3 different units that can be mixed and matched between whatever teams they face and do extremely well in this. So as far as Alpha goes, again, we do the same things that Omega and Beta do, where we have our chats, we have our guild chat, we have the community chat, and then we have a couple of different private chats that allow us to help each other out. One of the things that we do with regards to the Alpha Guild, we have our raid notes that we put in. All the guilds have their own separate raid channel, but as far as what we do, just so you guys can get an idea, every fight that we do, we have everyone basically take snapshots of the teams that they fight, as well as put any pertinent information about the team that they fought down, so that the people that are fighting after them can take a look at those notes and consider when they're facing their opponent. In case all of our green bars are down, we can adjust on the fly and make it do what it do. So I'm pretty sure I'm leaving out stuff, but making this video on the fly, I just saw the ranking of Alpha, so I wanted to make a video and talk about all 3 guilds, just to get the name out there again. So again, thank you guys for all your support within the guild, and then thank you guys for continuously watching these videos and supporting our EpicFail community. I really appreciate it. I'll go ahead and go to part 2 of our Sunday Funday, just finishing off with a guild war fight against the RainbowRoom, which is the guild that currently holds one of our longtime Guardian 3 players, Oh My God Bomber. If you guys are familiar with Oh My God Bomber, he is a Twitch streamer, one of the top Twitch streamers when it comes to Summoners War, always giving amazing advice, always giving help when help is needed. You can learn a lot from him. I know I have, and it's always fun to sit down and listen to him, just reminisce about the game, as you can always learn something. He was actually the first out of all 27 or 28 guests that I've had on board, that he was the first of which that started the Educate Dominate series. So it wasn't for him giving me the opportunity to interview him and take a step back and get the insight to show to you guys that I'm in it to win it. I'm looking forward to improving your game and improving your knowledge by getting some of the best on. If he didn't give us the opportunity to do that, who knows where Educate and Dominate was. So shout out to Oh My God Bomber again for all your support, and shout out to the RainbowRoom for you guys' amazing Guild War defense. All right, so stay tuned, guys. That here's part 2 of the Sunday Funday video. It's your boy Childish for ChildishPlays. Check it out. Take care, and we will see you next time, guys. We're out.
I can't believe the night lay waste to all we'd given. But honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living. But we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever. I can't believe myself. I never thought that this would be our end, but it's nothing new. And my lover's honesty, I can push it back down if I have to. If you want me to, 'cause we can run. And we can run. The stars they fall all for you. So tell me now, what's left to lose if we run?
The fire makes the city look so bright. Close your eyes and just stay tight. We have to go. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me.
I feel like I fought all my life for this. This one part, this 1/3 I've always missed. No, just don't let it go. I started the fight, but now I'm losing. So will I fall again? I'm scared of heights, yet it was me who ran away.